Hey guys, this is a detailed walkthrough of my new life planner. This cover does say mom, but there are different covers included that do not say mom because this is just a life planner besides 2 pages that are about your kids. So everything else can be used for any kind of walks of life if any of these pages apply to you. So this is the cover. The cover can be accessed by clicking the house at the bottom. So after we swipe through, I did want to include frequently asked questions so you can easily access them, as well as any kind of video tutorials and anything else you may want. It's all just linked here on this page. After that, you have your to-do list, which is linked right here at the top as well, and then a note section. So I like having a to-do list where it's easily accessible and quick so I can add to it and get from it. So as we go through, you'll have a calendar for the year set up. This planner is set up for January through December 2023. And then after that, we have some important dates, and then you can also add in dates as you wish. And then we have our quarterly overview. I decided to put in different cleaning checklists, so that way you're tackling all the things around the house at different points of the quarter, and you can easily just check them off as you get them done or highlight whatever you wish. So that is the quarterly page. And then after that, you start running into your calendar. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop here and go through the different tabs. So again, all the tabs are accessible from every page in it. We're gonna start with the months. So we have every month is laid out the exact same. You have all of your dates in the top right corners of the pages. And then your weeks are accessible by clicking on the different week numbers on the side of the calendar. But at the top of every calendar page, there is that designated month's budget page. So when you click on January's calendar and you click on January's budget, you will get January's budget overview. Now, while you're in here, if you're trying to switch different budget overviews for the months, you can click there as well. So every month will have all these pages designated to them. Now, when you click on cleaning, it's going to give you your master cleaning list. So this is something you'll do often, and you'll refer to it often because they have things that you're going to do monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, and then your yearly cleaning tasks, as well as your daily. So that's accessed here. Then you have your monthly small business action plan, which again, you can switch from different action plans for each month up at the top of that one. You have your monthly journal, which same concept applies when switching between different months. And then you have your monthly daily planner. So every daily planner template for that month has the calendar in it as well. There's just one page. So as you're planning your days out, you can click on it, plan it out, and then the next day either duplicate this page, erase it, start again. So that is everything for the monthly page. So you can have all of these accessible easily, as well as your different weeks. Now, for example, every week has this layout up at the top where you have your date and each day of the week where you can add all the different things. Underneath that, they have a place for you to list your meals. And then I have your weekly cleaning tasks to where you can tackle different things throughout the week. It's already scheduled in there. Then at the bottom, you have your daily cleaning task or things you just might do every day. Again, use what you want. Don't use what you don't want. The weekly tasks do kind of change out each week. Some of them stay the same, but some change. So that way you're kind of tackling everything throughout the month. Here's an example of how you can plan your week out. So these stickers are included, some lifestyle style stickers. And then also as a bonus file, you will get the other sticker book that I have. I have meals planned out, checklist, and then as I do the daily task. So these are all things you can use to plan them out and just kind of keep your life stuff here, your meals, and then as you check off each week. So that is how the months and the weeks work. So again, you have that for every single month, easily accessible. And of course, you can click on those designated weeks. So after you finish that week, after you finish that, you'll have the daily template behind each week from the month. And then we get into our sections that are designated up at the top. I try to differentiate and separate this planner by different parts of your life. Things that you take care of in the home, your meals, family, faith, finances, business, lifestyle, holidays, notes, stickers, and to-do, as well as your journaling. So I know that's gonna be a little bit of overwhelming. Just use what you want. Don't feel like you have to use everything. I just wanted to have everything that you may want. Now on each tab, they have a different index page for your different templates included. So each wording is a different link. And then there's a blank page in each section that you can designate it to something else. So if there's something that you want to fall underneath the home and you click on this section, it will be blank and you can make it into whatever you want. Write the title here. So as we get started, I'm going to just forewarn you, the cleaning checklist can be overwhelming. Use what you want. I just wanted to be able to have what you would possibly need. Now, I know for me, the whole house cleaning is probably what I would use just so I can have an overview. But again, use what you want. So with that being said, we have the weekly reset. This is not just your house reset, but your mental health, your physical health, goals, physical space, and all that. You can check them off. We have a decluttering checklist all the way down to each room. I'm famous for on a winter break or on summer break, I like to take a room each day and kind of declutter. But then I also have a blank list linked here, so that way you can kind of add things as well. Behind that, we have a tidying checklist. If you just want to tidy up your bathroom, this is really good when you try to differentiate tasks. Can give this to my husband. Look, go get all these things done. That's what we need to get done today. And then there's also a blank list behind that. So after that, we have a chores checklist, same concept. You can differentiate, add things, and then there's a blank list behind it. So this might be something you want to print out and put on your refrigerator and kind of divvy out those chores. After that, we have cleaning products. I know some people like homemade cleaning products, or maybe they like specific products for specific uses. So I have that linked here. Then we go into our different seasonal cleaning checklist. So I have one for each season. Again, use which ones you would like. And then the yearly cleaning overview. So these are some things that, are specific to those months, or things you may want to do at the end of the year, during the summer, and so on, such as like changing out winter clothes, picking up holiday decorations. So after that, we have our master cleaning list, which I told you from the beginning, this was probably the one I'm going to use the most, just so I can make sure I'm getting, all of these things done. Okay, I don't need to worry about that. I'm going to do that next month, that type of thing. If it's already scheduled for me, I know I can do it better. So then we have an appliance page. So this is more from things you need to remember, especially if there's a warranty or a website. And there's parts involved, serial numbers. So we're famous for forgetting what filter goes in our refrigerator, water dispenser. So this is something I would probably put here and have it just at hand. And then here's the blank section for the home that went right here. So that's everything in the home section. After that, you have the meals section, which is just exactly what it sounds like. It's an easier way to meal plan. But then I also have your grocery budget. So we are trying very hard to save as much as we can on groceries because everything's so expensive, obviously. So we utilize this a lot. So here is the weekly meal planner. I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for every day of the week. And then I have the grocery shopping checklist. I didn't label the different sections because we shop at 2 different stores a week on purpose. So I would probably put, certain stores here and there. And then when I do my grocery order or so on, I probably just, sort it out. After that, you have your pantry inventory. This comes in handy a lot for us because I try to use everything in the pantry and I forget that I already have things. So I'm trying to plan meals according to what I have on hand already. And then I also have one for the fridge and freezer. So I forget I have things in the freezer and I need to utilize them. So I kind of just keep them listed until they're gone. And then when I replenish every so many months, I'll just add it on here. Here is a recipes card. To be honest, I probably wouldn't type in anything. I would be screenshotting from Pinterest and putting in here, but I wanted you to have the option. And here is the blank section in the meals. So after that, you have your monthly grocery budget. So this is something we utilize often. So just like the other pages, you can split between your different monthly grocery budgets up at the top. But basically, it's kind of set up like the calendar is. You have each week And then you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, how much you will budget that, your daily cost. This just gets really detailed with your budget. We mostly use this here, how much we budget, how much we spent over and under, and then your trips. So we'll probably use it at the end of the week, but I know some people, especially if they're going on a trip, they're going out of town, or they work from home, they like to have, their daily costs and kind of see exactly where their money is going. As a teacher, I'm chained to my classroom, so I don't really go out for lunch. So that is the monthly budgets all the way down. Monthly grocery budget. After the meal section is the family section. So don't think this is just a life planner for moms because of, that this says family. This can be just anything in your family. If you take care of an elderly aunt type thing, something in here for you. So again, blank section. You have the birthday section where you can keep track of different birthdays throughout the year. We have a contacts information page where you can put name, address, telephone, and email. After that, we have medical contacts. This comes in handy because one of my children has a kidney condition. So we like to keep track of all of his doctors that he sees and when they see each other and so on. Then we have the medication tracker. So this is very important to us whenever we have, let's say 2 of them on Tylenol and we're rotating Tylenol and Motrin. This is an easy way to keep track of it. Print out this page or document it here. This would probably be if we're trying to finish out an antibiotic. I want to make sure I remember because sometimes you get 3-4 days into it, they start feeling better and you forget. So I like to use this little checklist throughout the week so that way I can make sure they're getting through all of it. After that, we have special medical conditions. Like I said, my son has fluid in his kidneys, so we'd probably put that here, his specialist, and any other kind of notes, from the different ultrasounds we see, who we see, and how often. I'd probably keep that there. And then any other kind of checkups, just because sometimes you just forget when's the last time you had lab work. My husband is in remission, so this is all types of things I would probably want to keep track of, nice and easy, just in case they need it accessible. After that, you have your health insurance information. I have a spot for 2 different health insurances because I know some people are blessed. Dental insurance, vision insurance, and then a prescription coverage. So you can keep that all kind of at your fingertips. You could also insert pictures of your cards here because, for example, I was out of town on a trip and my mom needed to bring my son to the urgent care. So I had all that information for her ready to go, so I would probably just put cards here just because, especially if you have this many different policies. After that, you have house sitters. So people that will come and check on your house, their age, phone number, and rate, how much they charge. And then this page is something that you might want to screenshot or print out and give to them. This is when the garbage passes, where's the electrical panel, the water shutoff, spare key, flashlights, fire extinguisher, their Wi-Fi and alarm information. You don't realize exactly all the things you need to tell these people if they're checking on your house for a long period of time. Different contractors they may need, someone nearby that they can contact if something happens, and then pet care. Are they taking care of your pets while you're gone? So these are all something that you probably need if you're leaving for the weekend. Behind that, I have babysitters and pet sitters. So we have babysitter name, age, hourly rate, and overnight. And the same thing with your pet sitter. Now, if you have a pet sitter, they need to know information about your pet. Let's say you have more than one animal and they've never been around your animals as much and they need to know information. So I do have this information card that you can put a picture of your animal and then put all their information in it. If they have any special food or feeding times, the amount, any kind of medication, allergies. This is just all things you need to know if somebody's taking care of your pet. Because I know I'd want to make sure that I'm taking care of somebody else's pet same way. After that, you have school calendar and events. So if my child's school is closed, I need to know in advance and see who's going to babysit them if my school is still closed. So I have this where you can kind of write them in, and then I have a blank version. This is where I like to screenshot pictures of maybe my district's calendar, my child's school calendar, and just place it here. So that's why I wanted to include a blank version. After that, you have your after-school activities for your child. So this may be one of the more specific to a mom. So you can put your child's name, the different sports and activity, and the coach. And then over here I have games, practices, and meetings. You can just kind of list the dates. It does look small, but when you start writing, you have plenty of room. And you can kind of put information in there. Okay, so that is, oh Lord, click too far. So that is the after school activities page. And then after that, you have your blank section for the family page. Behind that, you have your faith section, which is more about your religion and so on. So I do have a Bible study plan scheduled for you. So each week you could read different parts of the Bible so you can get through the Bible in a year. After that, you have a place to keep your favorite verses, your daily devotional, which is something I like to do in the mornings. And you can kind of just duplicate them, keep them all in this section and just duplicate more pages behind it. Or you can just erase it each day. Then we have sermon notes. I know some people like to have special messages. They like to write here who is the speaker, any main points, the church, and the scripture. And then behind that, you have your prayer journal, things you're grateful for, answer to prayers, short-term prayers, long-term prayers, prayer requests, and then scriptures. Have that all linked here. Again, you could duplicate this page so that way they're all behind it. And you duplicate very simply. You come here, click on the arrow, and then you want to duplicate. Or you can copy the whole page and then add page after. Same concept. Then behind that, we have the blank page in the faith section. So now we go into the finance section. The finance section is probably one of my favorites because it just has everything you could possibly need so you can eliminate debt. Now, I will tell you this Christmas savings and budget, I have it linked here, but it is in the holiday section. So when you're talking about money, you still want to talk about this. It is in the holidays section, but it can be accessed here as well. So same thing with your monthly budget. That is all linked here. So we'll go first to the savings tracker. I have a listing part, and then I have another one where you could easily just shade up as you save for something. So this might be something you want to put on the refrigerator and then maybe shade that way. I just liked having the different option to list and then to have it shaded. After that, you have your subscription tracker. This is something that is very needed for me. We have Disney Plus, we have Netflix, Hulu, all these things. So I have the due date when it's taken out, the frequency, monthly, annual, the amount, is it auto pay? Does it come out automatically? What is the auto renew? And so on. Then you have your monthly cost, and annual total. After that, we have credit score tracker. So you can track your credit score and shade up each month. And then we also have your different quarter views along with your credit overview. All your different debts. If there is none, then the available credit, interest rate, credit usage percent, how much of the card have you used up, and then the credit score on it with a credit score goal and a plan of action. After that, you have your debt tracker. If there's something specific you want to start paying off, you have the account holder, which bank it is, the creditor, the credit type, the starting balance, any username and passwords on that website, and then your payments throughout the year with an ending balance. After that, you have your debt overview, which is kind of similar to the credit overview, but this would be more of maybe not necessarily a credit card, any kind of debt owed. Then after that, we have the debt snowball eliminator for each debt, your payment and balance after each month. And then we get into the monthly budget section. So each month has 3 pages: the budget overview, the monthly bills, incomes and expenses, and then the detailed income tracker and detailed expense tracker. So you have that every month. So as you go on that page, you will have the budget overview for each month linked up at the top. So each page you get your budget overview with your checking, savings goals, and summary, all the way down to what's your difference, budgeted amount, actual difference. So you get this every month. You also get your monthly bills, your fixed bills, your bills that change each month. We have all that. But then as you go through it, you will see the ones for the different months, same page, your income and expenses, and then your detailed income and expense tracker. Now, just like the cleaning checklist, you may not use all this, but it is accessible. Figure out which page works best for you, and then go ahead and use it. So all those types of pages are linked to each other. So let's say you only want to use this page, then you can have that page linked for all the different months. You don't have to click back and forth. So that is the budget section, and then your blank page in the finance section. After that, you have your small business section. So this will come in handy for those moms who also have a small business. We have your content planning, what platform you want to post, any keynotes or keywords or hashtags, content ideas, weekly summary. You You have your content post ideas by quarter, and then any sponsored posts that you may have, anybody you sponsor with, or that you get freebies from or for. Then we have our project planning. This is very important when you're trying to launch something. You want to plan ahead. You have all this area you can plan out for different holidays or anything, or the quarters, so you can keep that ready to go. And then we have a sales goal and a checklist area. After that, you have your 5-year plan for your business. Where are you and where do you want to go? Then we have business expenses. I kind of put different titles: startup costs, inventory, office supplies, and all that, your expenses and your cost. Then we have your business profits, anything you sell, the cost, the fees, and how much you made after, especially when it comes to shipping. And then you have a monthly plan every month for your business. So you have your goal, any important dates this month, maybe a launch. You have some checklists, your marketing schedule. Maybe you want to post different stories or reels on certain days of the week, so you could mark that out here. You have your monthly summary of expenses, costs, and differences, and then your performance review from each launch. So just like the other pages, you have this action plan linked up at the top. So if there's something from the previous month you want to select and move to the next month, you can easily do that here. So you have all of your monthly business plans, and then you have your blank business section. After that, you have your lifestyle page. This is a very big section. So you have a vision board where you can put your things and thoughts on, your goals. Then we have a goals achievement log. You have anything you want about your strengths, your mini goals, action plans, and dates that you want to achieve those goals. Memory keeper, you can put different photos here and describe the photos. I have a brain dump section, recommendation section. Anytime somebody's like, have you heard that podcast? Have you tried this new vitamin? Or did you listen to this album? You can put all those things here. Books you want to read that somebody may text you and you don't want to forget, you can put a screenshot here. And then here is your reading log, which is one of my favorites. You can put notes and all the things you read throughout the year. So what I like is that you can write on the spine of each book, whatever book you read. And then you can color it in and so on. So where throughout the year, you actually color in the entire bookshelf. So as you go on, you can actually color those in. So I thought that was really neat. So that is your reading log. Then you have your podcast tracker. If there's a podcast series you've started or you've ended, or if it's still ongoing, you could put that there and any notes. I like this because some people always recommend podcasts to me and I start them but never finish them. So it's a good way to keep track of it. You have your mood tracker. So as you go throughout the things, if you start maybe a new medication, you want to keep track of how it's making you feel. I did put the hex codes for the colors used in this planner. So that way you can use them as you go through and just kind of see what colors you have for the whole year. So that is the mood tracker. Then you have your habit tracker, same concept. You want to just fill in, write the habit here and then fill in as you do it. And then we have a list of habits you want to work on. Password keeper is very self-explanatory. Any websites you want to keep track of passwords or username. This is your time blocking. So I have a friend that is a hairstylist and this is one of her favorite pages to use. So she kind of just blocks out her time to make sure she's using it right. And then we also have a blank list. So if those pages don't work for you, you can put in your own times. Then we have a workout tracker, your date, time spent, exercise, and then a hydration tracker, and then some notes. We have a vitamins and supplements page. You can check off each day that you take the vitamin or the supplement. And then we have our monthly journal, which can be accessed at the bottom as well. I do have the dots here because I think the bullet journaling is very popular and a lot of people like that. So we have all of our monthly journals and the blank section in the lifestyles. And then we go on to the holiday section. So the holidays is not just Christmas, it's any of the holidays that you may want to plan for, like a birthday party planning. So you have your theme, decorations, activities, any food you need to buy, shopping list, and to do, have that all ready to go. Then you have your invite list linked right here. So if you want to send or RSVP, so any kind of, I do have a holiday party too, so if it's a different kind of party. You have your Thanksgiving meal planner, all the different shopping areas you might need, and then an other section as you plan out your different courses. You have Black Friday shopping. So if there's a specific item or gift from a certain store, the price, the location, and then we have at the bottom your budget, total saved, and total cost. We also have the same thing for Cyber Monday. So you can see how much the shipping is, who it's for, and how much you've ended up paying. We also have holiday traditions, just a simple little checklist already built in for that. We have holiday to-do lists to just keep track of all the things, maybe decorations or stuff you need to get done. After that, we have your holiday party planning. So this may not just be a birthday, it may not be Christmas, it could be 4th of July or something like that. Or you could use it for like an engagement party, which you have your invite list linked as well. So that way you can easily see who you've sent invitations to and who has RSVP'd. After that, you have your Christmas gift list. So I like to use this page whenever I have nieces and nephews that get a few tiny gifts from me. I usually write those gifts because once all the gifts are coming in, if you shop on Amazon like I do, you get confused who you bought stuff for. We have stocking stuffers listed here once you've wrapped it. And then I like to put screenshots of the item that I purchased to make my life easier. After that, you have your master gift list. You have your master gift list linked after that. Okay, or not. Let's be friendly to me. There we go. All right, so your master Christmas gift list is basically where you could just list it easily. Duplicate this page if you want, how much you budgeted per person, and then if you've wrapped it. After that, you have your savings and budget, which I was talking about is linked in the finance section as well. It's also linked in the holiday section. You have your goal, your start date, and your deadline that you want to withdraw, deposit, and your balance. And then you have your budget for Christmas gifts, decorations, charity, Christmas cards, travel, party food, and then you have your total expenses here. After that, you have your Christmas meal planner, similar to your Thanksgiving and holiday meal planner. Christmas card planner, so just a reminder of how many you need, how many you're going to relatives, friends, how many envelopes, who's the company you print with, just in case for the next year you're trying to figure it out. And then planning for your pictures. You can plan out any outfits or anything like that and when your portrait should be here. And then we have name and address and if you sent it to them. So this is something I will need for many years to come because I always forget who I ordered and who I went with. And then at the end, you have your holiday baking section, any kind of ingredients or instructions you need, followed by the blank section in the holidays. After that, you have your notes page, which all of these are different page templates. If you click on them, you'll see the different page templates you can put in those tabs or use at any point. So you do have custom pages that you can create into whatever you want. So let's go back to notes. So if you want to have a specific page for, gardening, which I would never because I can't keep plants alive. You can put your different gardening things in this tab, and when you go there, it'll be all listed, and behind it is a blank section that you can use the different page templates for, but it's all ready to go. So that is your custom page section. After that, you have 19 of those, followed by the sticker section. This sticker section comes with a blank page so you can add your stickers behind it. There is a tutorial in your instructions guide that shows you how to import them. But some of the stickers that come with it are lifestyle. So I've added them in to the elements section, but they are pre-cropped and transparent background. So you can easily just select them, move them, and resize. But you can just insert them onto this page if you want, so that way you don't have to put them in the elements. But in your instructions guide, you will have a tutorial on how to put them into your elements so you can quickly access them. So after that is the last page. The last tab is your journal page and then your to-do list. So that's pretty much a walkthrough of the entire planner. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. But this is not just for moms. It can be for any kind of lifestyle. But thank you so much for tuning in.